Brady just broke this record 1 year, and that's surprising because usually these sack records, they hold for a really long time. And so I just always feel like I'm telling you this. I wish it would sink in.
You're always schooling me on sports. I'm curious though, how do you get a half a sack? Thank you. There you go.
Pro Hall of Famer and co-host of Good Morning America, Michael Strahan, leaving his co-host Cecilia Vega speechless live on air during a segment about Tom Brady. You know, Tom Brady recently being named the most sacked quarterback of all time. You have a lot of the media once singing his praises. They all seem to be turning their backs on him, especially since he announced his divorce with his wife is officially over after 13 years of marriage. And all of a sudden you have these people saying that Tom Brady should have retired. So they covered this on Good Morning America, and you have to watch closely. Cecilia tried to sum Michael, but Michael made her look crazy and straight up embarrassed her for not knowing what she was talking about.
I just always feel like I'm telling you this. I wish it would sink in.
You're always schooling me on sports. I'm curious though, how do you get a half a sack? Thank you.
Take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. So I want to bring your attention to a recent broadcast of Good Morning America where there was an exchange between Cecilia and Michael Strahan. Awkward moment for George Stephanopoulos, who was also a co-host on the show, sitting behind the desk. Now, some of you may not have noticed what Cecilia did because you're used to seeing angry and loud rebels, the ones you can easily identify their disrespectful or condescending comments. Cecilia looked at Michael and said, you know, I'm always saying Brady broke this record in 1 year, and that's surprising because usually these sack records, they hold for a really long time. So I'm just always feeling like I'm telling you this. I wish it would sink in. Cecilia is talking to Michael Strahan, a man who played football at the highest level, 15-year professional NFL football player, NFL Defensive Player of the Year 2001, two-time NFL sacks leader in 2001 and 2003. He holds the record for the most NFL single-season quarterback sacks, helped the Giants win the Super Bowl over the Patriots in 2007 against Tom Brady. On top of that, he's a Pro Hall of Famer. And this woman who never played anything a day of her life besides Ring Around the Rosie is up here trying to tell a guy with his record about something he has personal professional experience with, and she has zero experience. As if she's schooling him on something that he's an expert at, as if he's not smart enough to hear what she's saying. This lady had the nerve to say, I wish it would sink in.
I just always feel like I'm telling you this. I wish it would sink in.
No, let this sink in, Cecilia. The subject was about Tom Brady getting sacked, and you're trying to outsmart a man speaking on the subject who actually has experience playing defense against Tom Brady. And not only that, the man is holding the record for the most sacks in the NFL season. This shows how arrogant this airhead is. I mean, think about it. This lady knows nothing about the NFL. She has no experience covering the NFL, never played in the NFL, but for some reason she believes she has the authority over Michael Strahan to school him on the NFL. She's disrespectful, 100% out of order, and she made herself look so silly in that moment. That's why she held her head down for a second, because she was shamed on live TV. No different from Malika Andrews over at ESPN, trying to school NBA champions and guys that's been playing their whole lives on dunking the basketball. ESPN, a Disney company, Good Morning America, Disney, they keep hiring these same Xandras to report on men, to work with men, and try their best to embarrass men on the air. That's why I see nothing wrong with Michael Strahan quickly gathering Cecilia. I mean, he humbled her really quick. Right after she said, I wish it would sink in, Michael Strahan looked back at her and was like, out of curiosity, how do you get a half of sack? That's when he put his papers down, folded his hands, and stared. He knew at that moment that she did not know the answer, but since she tried to embarrass him on live TV trying to sun him, well, that's how he got her back. Cecilia had no clue, so she's like, Michael looked into the camera and he was like, thank you. George tried to make it less awkward and put on the cape for Cecilia. He said, I was going to answer that. Nah, George, nobody told you to answer anything. The question was for condescending Cecilia, the wannabe NFL expert who knows nothing about the NFL, trying to school a Hall of Famer.
I just always feel like I'm telling you this. I wish it would sink in.
You're always schooling me on sports. I'm curious though, how do you get a half a sack? Thank you. There you go. that's when two people hit the quarterback at the same time. You split the sack.
I'm glad Michael shut her down. They tried to laugh it off, but Cecilia, she understood really quickly that she didn't know everything. She's 45 years old, was named as a permanent co-host less than 2 months ago. She started as a fill-in earlier this year for Robin Roberts. Michael Strahan, he's 50 years old, soon to be 51. He's been at ABC for over 10 years now, co-hosted Live with Kelly Ripa from 2012 to 2016. And I really couldn't take Kelly either. She also thought that she was the mommy of the show. Then Michael moved on to Good Morning America in 2016. He continues to work as an analyst in America's most watched NFL pregame show, Fox NFL Sunday. And this whole interaction is just another example of how modern women, they have been brainwashed to think that they know everything, even on topics they know nothing about. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.